It's Ricky Ricardo, or Coach Ricardo. This video is a quick one. It's going to be advice for boxers, young boxers, or people just beginning their boxing journey. Boxing is a vehicle to expend energy, but also it's an art form that people want to learn, to test themselves and to compete. Now, it's all fine. Boxing is for everyone. I truly believe that. Nobody owns boxing. Boxing doesn't belong to any individual, so no one can dictate how boxing is supposed to be enjoyed. Some people find it fun by getting punched in the mouth. Some people don't. It is what it is. But when you're new to boxing in general, and you're enthusiastic, right? And you see all of these fighters doing all this cool stuff, guys, please come with the understanding that you're going to learn the basics. Okay, enjoy the basics, enjoy the fundamentals, enjoy learning how to move like a boxer, enjoy the basic attack, enjoy the basic defense. Okay, just enjoy that. Don't come in your first day and feel like you're going to leave Floyd Mayweather. It's not going to happen, guys. It takes years upon years to really perfect a style that these guys make look easy. Like, when you see these fighters and you'll see them pulling off all of these amazing moves and they're looking good and it looks effortless, like to the point where you can tell they're not even thinking when they're doing it. It's instinctive. It takes years and drills upon drills and sparring upon sparring, and it takes a long while to be relaxed while someone's trying to rip your head off. Okay, so please go there with the notion and understand that you're going to be doing some basic stuff. Okay, and if you need to be engaged by doing some technical stuff when you're starting, boxing ain't for you. Boxing ain't for you. Because, if you're new to the session, right? It depends on the gym, it depends on the environment, it depends on the type of class. But if you throw a hook in your first session, right? Again, it depends, because sometimes the coach can't modify the whole class based on one new person. But if it's a group of newbies, if you throw a hook in that first session, I don't know really what the coach is doing, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? Like, again, if it's more boxercisey, then throw everything, because we're not going to think about form and technique. But if it's not boxercisey and we're trying to teach you the art form, you need to start with the foundation. Okay, so when you're building a house, you don't start with the roof. You don't even look at a window. You need to go down to the foundation. You need to dig down. So guys, don't go in there expecting you're going to leave Floyd Mayweather in your first session. It doesn't go like that. And also, if you're new to boxing and you've never boxed before, don't even dare even think about sparring. Why? Okay, now, the thing about sparring, right, is, okay, on the face, the eyes is the softest part of the face, okay? And the body and the brain is designed for us to protect ourselves, okay? So we develop certain instincts, right? And not develop, we have certain instincts. We don't develop it, we have certain instincts, okay? And when a punch is thrown, to most people, if you're not used to seeing punches or anything coming towards your face, right? Especially like with bad intent, you're going to blink or you're going to flinch. You're going to flinch and you're going to blink. Okay, that is the body's and the brain's way. It's like a mechanism, a defense mechanism to protect the eyes. Now, with boxing, you learn to override it. Okay, but that takes time and repetition, and it's natural. Like, you're no less of a person if you flinch when someone's punching towards your face. It just takes time. So if you're not used to this, and you tell coach, I want to spar. Have you boxed before? No, but I really want to spar. And the coach is like, you know what, you idiot, I'm gonna give you what you want. And you sparred. Let's say you sparred for 2 minutes, and you only had eyes on them for 30 seconds in those 2 minutes. How is that even productive? So through the drills and the technique, you're actually conditioning your instincts to see punches, like when you're padding, okay? Because again, it's coming towards your face, but in a controlled way. And then once you spar, you still will probably blink and flinch, but it's going to be very, very different. You're used to seeing punches coming towards your face. But then also, through the drills and the techniques, you're developing a library on how to deal with certain punches coming towards your face. You know, your positioning, your footwork, you're doing this all in the technique. So the people that come into the gym just want to spar straight away. It's like, guys, what are you doing? Like, you would never have driven before and say, you know what, I'm going to drive a manual car. Can I drive a manual car? To drive an automatic car, it's very, very different. It's almost like a go-kart, but to drive a manual car, how are you going to do it? Because people that drive and have driven for a long time, they will get to one destination to another destination without thinking on how they actually did that. It's instinctive. Like, they don't think about driving when they're driving. They just, I drove. The same with boxing. It's like when you're in there and you're competing or you're fighting and that, you're not thinking, okay, he's going to throw this punch and I'm going to slip. You don't see it, you feel it. It's almost instinctive, you know, because the drills have been drummed into you. So you see stuff, you read stuff, and you're seeing stuff from a different perspective. So guys, please don't come in there thinking that you're just going to spar straight away, because a good coach would not allow you to spar. But then a frustrated coach, and if you kind of be really, really extremely persistent, they might say, you know what, today, you found the right coach or the wrong coach. I'm going to give you what you want. And you're not going to like it. You are going to hate it. And also, it's like, you have to understand, the coach, sometimes, to a degree, is trying to protect you from you. So, if, let's say you go into the spa, and you're not ready, you're not even equipped to the spa, and you have a bad spa, all of a sudden, boxing shit. That's going to be your perspective. Boxing shit. No, boxing's terrible. Boxing this and boxing. Your fault. Trust your coach. You know what I mean? And when you're boxing, when you're learning, I don't care who you are outside, okay? I don't care who you are outside of boxing. But when you go outside, you could be whoever you want to be. You can be John Wayne. You can be anyone, all right? Ego, leave that at the door, because boxing is a very humbling sport. It's an extremely humbling sport. Like, if you underestimate your opponent, right, and you approach it with ego, like, who's this person? Who's this short person? Who's this fat person? Who's this skinny person? You will get a shock of your life. You know what I mean? Because again, like, what does a boxer look like? Do you know, like, because there's boxers of all sizes and weights and heights and, arm lengths and leg lengths and, so it doesn't mean that they're not effective when they put the gloves on and the bell goes. It doesn't mean they're not effective when the gloves is on and the bell goes. You know what I mean? So you need to really, I'm not saying over-respect someone to the point where you're not going to showcase your ability and your skills. I'm saying that you just have to respect that person, respect that fighter, So when you're as a newbie to boxing, guys, you really got to approach it humble. Humble. You can be enthusiastic, you can be excited, you can be energetic, you can be all of these things. But if you go in there with the attitude like, yeah, nobody can do nothing to me, oh well, you will be humbled. You will be humbled, and it happens to the best of us, because I learned the hard way, and we all learn, and it's just one of those things. But listen, boxing is a beautiful sport, and I just want to reach and touch and educate as much people with this sport as possible. But it just needs to be done properly, okay? So this video is mainly for the new people that are interested in boxing, but I'm just trying to change your mindset and attitude in regards to your approach. That's all it is. Alright, anyway, signing this video off now. Coach Ricardo from Unrestricted. Hope you guys are staying unlimited. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be here with another one soon.